my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go!
Here we go. 120! Let's go. Great.
Watch the boot. Kill.
Bust. Deuce. Undercrush.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
No.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, D. Big series right
Great 57.
Check 50.
Sunday.
51's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. He did.
Run. Lynch 5-3.
Check safety. You go.
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. Eluding the pressure right. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lefty.
Hey, check 24.
Man 5-7.
Mike.
Go.
951.
Ram.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Lion.
Check. Jam. Shift. Kill.
Bring it to you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Waiting.
Mike's 56.
Forward, Tokyo.
boys. 56. Check, 56. It's our time.
Hey, Echo. Wait,
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Hey, 57, 57.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, empty. Empty. Man 5-7.
From the gun, it's Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check.
Black.
Check.
Here, sit.
Joker. Check.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hold, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get that ball, dear. Let's get that ball right here. Switch.
Bush.
Why? Give it.
Ram. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
SOS. He's crashed.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
Watch it.
Now Wentz. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Nickel. Tight dog.
Hey, stand. Here, sit.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
No.
Rip.
Check three.
No.
Check three.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles 7, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Jerk out. Let's take the three. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check 26. Check 26. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, 61. Matchbox. Ready, go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, 49ers nothing.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go. Showing it. Check. Check out. Hot.
Looking to throw. Love going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Chief, read. H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Set, go.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Solid.
25, check 25.
Great.
Check 37, check.
Here's Wentz to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's find two. Let's find two. Here, here.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Done. 180.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Lefty, lefty.
Watch the ship.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The 22 is the line to gain on 3rd down.
Quick edge. Go.
Let's find 7.
Check 9.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Black, come on. Come on now. Let's go. Done.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen.
74. Listen. What's this, son?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check the backer. Greystone trap.
It's Coleman here. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Watch the whip. Watch the eye. Bang, 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 bang. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
82.
Check 99.
Ref.
49.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Here we go. Set. 250.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check general.
Throwing on first down. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Love. It's complete to Diggs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
66. Bullet ride.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Set. 60. Pittsburgh. Go on. Switch.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alex Barnes, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. To try here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Niners 17, Eagles 10. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their own. Offense, plenty of time to get back in this game.
Of 10 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Mike 54.
Kill.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go. 80. 81.
Hey, here I come.
Hey, seam 6. Run.
Under crunch.
Forky, 82, Forky.
Sponge. No.
Lynn 5-3.
Check 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. That one caught by Gibson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Be good. Mike's by four.
Ram.
Come on now.
Here.
Check safety.
To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You ain't got nothing.
Lion.
You got tight right there. Rush in. Hey, check 24. Check. Jim.
Hey, empty.
Wentz going to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 280.
54. Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back.
Man 5-7.
He's coming. Double up.
Flat.
Check.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Ram. Shorty. Yes.
Now Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Two Jack. Down the man inside, down the man.
Check.
Stand.
Switch.
Here.
Let's go, right here. 51, Mike 51.
Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming across. Hey, watch the slant. Wide. Get wide.
What's that?
SOS.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180.
Come on. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Straight 15. Hey, zoom. What's that?
To throw, it's Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, orbit. Rip.
Sit. Check nickel.
No. Rip 5-7. Hey, empty.
Rip right. Mike 5-4.
What's your son?
Throwing is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Powerful running. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Check 13. Check 13. 80 weapon. Check 24. Watch 24. Squeeze.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Set. Ready. 60 outlaw. Leo nil. Check. Leo. Hop.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Slam. Keep ready. Go.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 3rd and 2, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the out, watch the out. 30.
Other side, solid. Great.
Watch the safety.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Sunday.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. 6-man.
Smooth.
Check curls.
Go.
Switch it, come on, switch it. 25, check 25.
Let's find two.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's find 7.
Check 24, check 24.
Hey, Lou.
31. Back.
Hey, wahoo.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Wentz to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
San Francisco.
Check, 47.
And that QB's trash. Let's go. Exit.
47, Mike.
Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, Love looking here for Smith downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, 49ers. Irv Smith Jr. with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Eagles 17. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Strip that ball. Watch the slide. Check nine. Safe. Switch.
Great 57.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Niners, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode.